Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. The competition is certainly heating up as we head into today's qualifying. Some impressive times showing up during the previous practice sessions. Anthony Davidson, do you think we can expect a similar level of skill to be showcased during today's qualifier?
Well, I certainly hope so. The competition here is extremely tight, and I think we might see some very close times today. Remember, practice isn't just about fastest lap times though, it's about optimisation, it's about ratifying your decisions. No one's going to be sweating small mistakes here and there, but in qualifying that all changes. You need to nail that perfect lap or face the consequences, and believe me, that's a lot of pressure.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and today I'm going to play in F1 2019. This is my Make Max Verstappen Drivers World Champion Series, Episode 3. We're at the Chinese Grand Prix. Okay, so, intermediate conditions right now, which the Red Bull should be a bit better at.
Pretty empty right now, lots of space.
Alright, as usual, the car setup that I'll be using for this live stream will be in the description box down below. If any of you want to use it, feel free. So, light rain conditions in qualifying 1 at least. How's the race? The race is going to be dry, so I'm going to use a dry setup. Let's go out there, set lap time, see how it goes. Probably want to do multiple laps here, to be honest. Okay.
Okay, let's update the setup. All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Here we go. As you can see, this is lap 3 now. The rain has cleared up. Just trying to get used to the track while it was on the intermediate conditions, but I'll probably be moving over to the dries right now. So far, 2 temps up. Round the final corner. And my time is still 1.6 seconds slower than Bottas, who's currently the quickest in the session, but I think that's alright for now. Let's return to garage. Let's wait for the track to clear up a bit. As you can see from the forecast, no more rain expected, so let's switch over to the dries, put on the soft tyre. Let's get out there. If I get knocked out in the first part of qualifying, that would be so embarrassing. Here we go. 17 seconds left in the session. Fortunately, these last 3 races, including this one, haven't really suited the Red Bull.
Down the table, you're currently in P15.
3.5 tenths down on the best first sector time set by Lewis Hamilton, I think. Flat out through here. Bit late on the power there. Clip the curb on the inside, not too bad. Now here is normally where I lose the back end going through this corner, but not too bad. Maybe I hit the curb too much on the inside. I think that was fine. Didn't quite catch the delta time for the second sector though. DRS. I'm about to lose ERS if you look at the bottom right. At 20%. Now it's gone.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Good hairpin there. I'm gonna attack this final corner. Hopefully I don't lose the back end too much. No, it was good. Really good. DRS, straight run to the line. 3rd place, I think that was. Loving it. Loving it. Maybe 1 or 2 little errors that I may have made there, but I'll take that. But look at that though, almost a second slower than Bottas. Hold on, what's going on? Lewis Hamilton, 9th place. Whoa. Okay, so the first 5 cars limited in qualifying 1 are Alexander Albon, Lando Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, Robert Kubica, and George Russell, who didn't go out again. Kind of surprising there. We're in qualifying 2 now. Flying lap. Less than 5 minutes to go in the session. Hasn't been a very smooth lap, I must admit. Around the final corner, no issues there. DRS, and my time is 9th place. Will I have enough time to go into the pits? Let's see. I think it's going to have to be a quick one. Yeah, I think I might just be able to get out. Oh my days, can I make it? 5 seconds left to go. 3, 2, 1, made it.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Just. Might still make it into top 10, but I just want to be sure. Three tenths down in the first sector. Less than 2 minutes to go. Qualifying 2. Took that hairpin very nicely there. That's the final corner to go. Once again, took it very nicely. 6th place. Not too happy I had to use another set of soft tyres, but I'll take it. Okay, qualifying 2's done. The first 5 cars limited in qualifying 2 are Lance Stroll, Daniel Kvyat, Nico Hülkenberg, Romain Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Now we're in qualifying 3. Because in qualifying 2 I had to use 2 sets of soft tyres, this one and this one.
Track is quiet right now. Let's get out on track while it's clear.
I only have 1 more set of softs left, so it's put me at a bit of a disadvantage. Would have liked to have done 2 laps in qualifying 3, but oh well, nothing I can do about that now. Been behind my teammate throughout qualifying, to be honest. Particularly in qualifying 2. Qualifying 3 I finished, qualifying 1 so I finished first, so not too bad. Qualifying 2 finished behind him. Hopefully this time around I can finish ahead of him once again. But you never know. So I'm going to speed things up right now. Wait until the track is clear. Gasly did the 1:33.0. Not too sure where I can get anywhere near that, but let's see. Alright. Here we go.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
Final corner. One minute 33.3. I think my teammate did a 1:33.0. So just like before, in the previous session, couldn't match my teammate, and that's it. These tyres won't last another lap. On the hot lap, not to mention my ERS.
We're We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Bottas and Charles Leclerc. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
So qualifying 3 is done. I'm starting in 6th place. I think that was the same place I qualified in the last race. So just gonna have to accept it. Almost half a second down on my teammate, which is definitely not good enough. Normally I do better in the race than I do in qualifying, so let's see how qualifying goes. Let's see how the race goes, sorry. If you're enjoying the video so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Really would push my road to 600 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will be as usual are in the description box down below. Now let's get on to the race.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Alongside me to discuss all the action today is Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us, Ant, and tell me, you were down in the pit lane earlier. How do you think the track conditions are today?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Pierre Gasly, and Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Ricciardo, and Kevin Magnussen, Stroll, Kvyat, Nico Hülkenberg, and Grosjean. Giovinazzi, Albon, Lando Norris and Kimi Raikkonen. Kubica and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, here we are at the race now. So we're going to go for a one-stop strategy, going from the soft for 6 laps to the hard tyres for 22 laps. So we've got 28 laps here, one less than the lap we had beforehand in the Bahrain Grand Prix, which I believe was 29 laps. Okay, so fuel we're going to go down to 30, so we're going to have 2 laps of extra fuel. Now there's only 4-second difference between the between one stop and 2 stops, so I think I might go for the 2-stop strategy here. Definitely going to mean I'm going to have some passing to do. Alright, let's go for 2-stop strategy. Here we go. Two lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, here we are racing! Initially I got a good getaway, and then as usual the AI just swamped me. Want that position back from the Force India, and I might be able to get position off my teammate, which I did get, though my teammate's on my inside. Bit of contact with the Ferrari as well, but overall able to get a position off my teammate, which is precisely what I wanted. Ran a bit wide there.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
Roger that. I should probably keep my fuel mix enriched for now, just to try and burn some of it. My teammate got a good launch. Gonna have a bit of slipstream as well. Ever so slightly starting to squeeze him. Obviously, he's gonna have to wait for me to turn. No more ARS. As you probably anticipated, front 4 cars are starting to pull away from me. Nothing I can really do about that. Had to lift off there. I wanted to go flat out through there, but would have been serious trouble if I did. Would have definitely gone off. My teammate right behind me again. Don't know how he's getting such a great launch, and also his top speed seems way higher than mine. But once again though, position my car correctly. Make sure he has to wait for me to turn in before he can. So 1 minute 36.5 from Leclerc.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
1 minute 38.1 for me. So that's more than a second slower than what Leclerc achieved. Not too surprising. You need a pretty good top speed to be fast around here, which, as you can imagine, is something that the Red Bull does not have. Unfortunately, the next race after this, which I believe is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, is another track that favours the Ferrari and Mercedes rather than the Red Bull, so just gonna have to, for lack of a better way to say it, grip my teeth and bear it. Because my teammate again gonna get a great launch as usual.
Hamilton has the lead.
This time I'm a bit further ahead of my teammate this time round, thankfully. Okay, let's save ERS here. Gonna be pitting soon. Go for a 2-stop strategy. Oh, went a bit wide. This may end up being the longest episode in the series so far. Probably going to be quite a few overtaking maneuvers here for me. 2 stops. I think my teammate might go for a 1-stop strategy. Was he trying to... I think he was trying to dive up the outside. Very ambitious there from Gasly. Very ambitious. Doesn't he realise his teammate's Max Verstappen? Of course he's not going to allow someone to do that to him. Of course. Pulling away nicely from the McLaren. Teammate trying to dive up the inside of me. I would have let him through if he was in a better position there, because then I would have got DRS. Don't let him get in any slipstream. Got to squeeze him out a bit. He's got DRS, so he's just got to sail past me. Disappointed about that, but it happens. My turn to get DRS.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Roger that. Maybe I can overtake Gasly here. Just like I did in the first lap. Go try to carry a bit more speed. A lot of contact. Can I try a dive up the inside? No. No, no space there. I must admit the traction that the AI get is crazy. Go try a bit of a...
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
I'm going to try a bit of an undercut, sorry. I'm going to get DRS here, but... AI seem pretty strong throughout this track. Look at that.
Box, box, box.
I haven't made any big mistakes, and yet look at the gap he's created already.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, might as well. Ran quite wide there. Okay, gonna dive into the pits here. Oh, ran wide. That didn't help. Oh, someone's coming to the pits, not quite sure. Oh, it's a Mercedes. Is the Mercedes doing the exact same strategy as me? 2.4. Not a bad time. Let's see how long it takes. It takes 21 seconds.
One more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
Takes 21 seconds for pit stop. Okay, need to keep that number in mind. Just glad to get on a brand new set of tyres, to be honest. If I can put in some quick lap times now. Got the Williams ahead of me, two of them. And then just ahead of the two Williams is the Mercedes. Ferrari in the pits. I'm very interested what tyres did the Mercedes put on, and what tyres now is the Ferrari putting on as well. Are they going straight to the hards, or are they doing the same strategy as me and going on the mediums? Right, let's pause it here. Let's have a look. Mediums. Okay, so both of them are going on mediums. I think they're doing the exact same strategy as me. Lewis and Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is doing the exact same thing as me as well. So too is the Haas. Okay, I thought I was going to be one of the only people who's doing this strategy, but it looks like a couple cars are joining me.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Okay.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.2 seconds.
2.2 seconds, closing up on the Williams.
The gap behind us is 6.5 seconds.
This is lap 7 of 28. 21 laps left to go. Green flag. Not too sure what that was for.
Okay, clear.
The leading Ferrari and Mercedes are in the pits.
Pierre is in the pits.
So too my teammate. So has my strategy worked? Has I been able to undercut my teammate? I think my teammate's just coming out of his box now. It's going to be extremely close. There he is, he's right behind me. So I have been able to undercut my teammate. Don't want to waste any time behind the Williams. Bit of contact again. I want my teammate to waste a bit of time fighting.
The car ahead is losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good job.
Good. I want my teammate to lose a bit of time fighting the Williams. That's what I'm hoping for right now. Get a bit of space between me and him. I think he's on a 2-stopper as well. Might be able to go around the outside of this Williams here. Bit of a jerk there from the Williams. Wanted to scare me from overtaking him, but I wasn't intimidated at all. Got the pass around the outside. Up to 13th place now. Last race there was no retirements from the top 2 teams, Ferrari and Mercedes, so I wonder if that's going to be the same in this one. Right now that's all I can hope for if I want to get higher up the grid instead of 5th place. Teammates fighting with the Williams. Still fighting with the Williams, I think. Oh, ran a bit wide. I've got quite a big train ahead of me. Very interesting. Been quite an action-packed opening 9 laps of this race. Teammates got past the Williams now.
Engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Yeah, no worries about that. Driver in front.
Albon is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 1.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:40.0. You're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap.
1 minute 40, damn. That's really slow. 2.8 seconds clear of Gasly. Might be able to pass Albon here. DRS. Getting a bit of slipstream here too. Albon's trying to defend, not too sure why.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
Up to the 13th place now. So many cars who pick the medium tyres to start with. That's why there's a train in front of me right now. I think all the ones on the mediums, who started on the mediums, and I'll go in to a one-stop strategy and just going on to the hard tyres afterwards. Vettel and Bottas are still stuck in this little train here. Probably losing quite a bit of time. Now I've caught up to the back of it. I can't afford to be held up like these guys are. Otherwise I'll be caught up to by my teammate. DRS. No point really going into higher fuel mode or ERS. Just end up wasting it considering this big queue. Oh, Bottas is going after Vettel. I think he's got him. He's got the inside line here. I think he's taken him, and he has. Remember, this is a 50% race.
Gap to teammate behind is 2.7 seconds.
2 flashbacks. I restricted myself to. Oh, might be able to get Raikkonen and the McLaren. Got him. Oh, Vettel's on the mediums. Interesting. So too is Bottas. All right. Very interesting here. Got 2 cars going through that corner. Surprisingly enough, that seems to be the corner I'm most effective when it comes to overtaking. McLaren, what are you doing? Lando Norris, chill, man. What's Lando Norris think he's doing? No, Lando Norris, chill. No. Wow, Lando Norris. So I'm guessing Vettel wants to go to the end. Oh, I might have the inside line on the Ferrari. Contact between me and the Ferrari. Got him though, nevertheless.
Our data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least.
Look at the Ferrari speed, oh my goodness. You just saw the difference between the Red Bull and Ferrari speed, my goodness. It was so far back and look how quickly it caught me. That's scary fast. When am I pitting? Lap 16, so 4 more laps. That's going to be a bit tough. Oh, Vettel, chill. Might be able to pass someone here again. Vettel's not going to be able to pass me here. Oh, Bottas is here. Oh, well, they was trying to squeeze up the inside of the Alfa Romeo, but Bottas was there. I think Vettel and Bottas aren't pitting. This is borderline unfair right now. The speed of the Ferrari. Look at that. Oh my days, I had to slam on the brakes there. Can I go around the outside? Nope. Didn't have the grip. Have to just settle in behind Vettel again. Giovinazzi defending against Vettel. Vettel going to try and get him. Yes, he is. Up the inside. Going to try and have a good exit. Got both of them. But obviously, Vettel with his speed is just going to sail by me, which I'm not too bothered about. Oh, wait a minute. Giovinazzi Giovinazzi as well. Look at my speed. I'm actually gaining on the Ferrari here. Very interesting. Gonna try and outbrake Giovinazzi here. Had to cut the corner a bit. Got him. Got both of them. I'm very happy with that. Lance Stroll is now ahead of me on the mediums. On the hards, sorry. I guess he's not going into the pits either, unless he started on the
We're approaching
hards.
the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
A couple cars dived into the pits. That might be their one and only stop here. We're halfway through the race now. 14 laps. Action-packed. Which I thought it would be, considering I'm stopping twice. Some cars are stopping once. Like Vettel, stopping once, as well as Bottas ahead of me. I wonder if the two cars in front of these two guys in front of me here are going to one stop. I think that's Leclerc and Hamilton. The two cars out in front. Close up nicely to Lance Stroll here. Don't want to waste too much time behind Lance Stroll, otherwise Vettel's gonna sail by me again. Might be able to get DRS now that I'm behind Stroll here. I'm gonna get by as quickly as possible though. And a good exit. I think I got it. Oh, I had to lift off. Had to lift off. I don't even want to hit Stroll. Oh, here comes Vettel. DRS will sort of offset the Ferrari. You're gonna have to go for a dive, Vettel. You're gonna have to go for a dive, which I'm about to do on Stroll. Sure, man. Can't you see I was there?
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Up into 4th place right now. Here comes Stroll. My goodness. The speed, though, I should have him again. Yeah, I should have him now. There we go. And again, Stroll's going to have the advantage over me. Oh, actually, he's not able to... Whoa! Went onto the grass. Oh, that was... Oh, go run wide! No! No, 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 no! That was really bad. Getting a bit sloppy here. I needed to start pulling away from Stroll. Last thing I want is for him to be in DRS zone.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Okay, gap ahead is 2.9 seconds.
.9 seconds between me and Bottas. Okay, I was able to pull out a decent gap. Let's put that in low as well. Save some fuel, save some ERS. Teammate.
We're leading our teammate by 1.5 seconds. They're on old hards. They're in 7th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 39.7 gap.
Wait, whoa, wait a minute, what? Guys, it's on hard tyres, so he's not pitting again. Here's me thinking it was on mediums. Okay. Got the Ferrari right behind me. Got to come out in 12th place once I make my stop, and it's just absolute madness to the end.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Okay. Just going to stick to the inside.
Box this lap, please.
Here comes Vettel. Not going to fight him. Down to the pits. Better entry into the pits than last time. This needs to be a good stop.
Go, go, go.
2.4. Not a bad stop.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Watch that. It should be brand new sets of... Yeah, brand new sets of medium. Good. Alright, let's see where I can get to now. Teammates coming in 4th place. Red Bull trying different strategies here. My teammate on the hard tyre doing 1 stop, I'm doing 2. Ferrari's in the pits right now. Not sure why a Ferrari's in the pits now. Let me have a quick look here. Why is a Ferrari in the pits? Has he done a 2nd stop? So Lewis has done a 2nd stop. Okay. Wait a minute. Leclerc's only done 1 stop. Is that right? That can't be right. So he did 17 laps on the soft tyres, there's no way. I don't believe it, that must be a glitch.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres...
Hold on, I'm sorry, I have to do this again. Okay, he's done 3, that's what I was thinking, what on earth is going on here? Okay, alright, Leclerc's done the same thing as me, same with Hamilton. My teammate's gonna get quite a few he's gonna get a bit of company soon with Hamilton and Leclerc catching up to him. Bit of oversteer there from Grosjean coming out that last corner. DRS. Oh, look how far back I was. Good thing for me that Codemasters, the creators of this game, haven't coded in the possibility of damage to the side posts, because I've been hit so many times there. There should be damage by now.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.9 seconds.
No, Grosjean, just let it go, man. Okay, Ricciardo next, Verstappen's former teammate. Driver in front.
Ricciardo is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 11 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:39.4.
1 minute 39.4. Okay. Interesting. Pulled away nicely from Grosjean. Leclerc, fastest lap of the race, 1 minute 36.4.
Gap to teammate ahead is 20.2 seconds.
Basically a pit stop. I'm behind my teammate right now. Right now it looks like the one stop was the better strategy for me.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
If I was in the Ferrari or the Mercedes, then a two-stop could have possibly worked. But with the deficit that this Red Bull has, or to be more precise, the deficit I have, I don't think the one stop would have worked for me, to be honest. Hamilton's attacking Gasly. Should have got by him. Okay. This Hamilton goes quickest. Sets the fastest lap of the race. 8 laps left to go. Oh, got a beautiful exit. Don't need to really pass him here. Can pass him.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Pass him going into the first corner here. My favourite overtaking spot. There we go. But then I need to be careful he doesn't try to overtake me again. Going into this next corner. So I'm going to stay to the inside. Nah, you can't pass me. Good. We did gain quite significantly there. Personal best first sector. Personal best second sector.
Some information on Gasly. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Ooh. I know I shouldn't say this, but this is like music to my ears. I know I shouldn't say that because he's my teammate, but still. He's got mechanical issues, so I've got 7 laps to try and catch up to him. Ran a bit wide there. Pulled away nicely from Ricciardo.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Yeah, leave me alone, man. Trying to catch up to my teammate here. Yellow flag, not too sure what's going on here. This one's going really slowly.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Grosjean's out. Something I didn't want to happen. I wanted all the laps I needed.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I need all the laps available to try and catch up to my teammate.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. The track is clear. Green flag.
Oh, no good time for me. I think I lost like half a second there. That's really annoying. That virtual safety car may have just helped my teammate stay ahead of me. Teammate.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Oh my days. How much money do F1 teams spend on making these cars, and yet they couldn't find a decent radio?
We're trailing our teammate by 20.5 seconds. They're on old hards. They're in 5th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 47.9.
Wait a minute, what? 1 minute 47.9. So how on earth is my gap between me and my teammate still in the 20s? How does that make sense? Doesn't make any sense to me. I'll do it again at the end of this lap just to see. Personal best, first sector again.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
5 laps is going to be...
Gap to car in front is 2.6 seconds.
It's going to be really close if I can catch up to my teammate. Hamilton goes quickest, 1 minute 36.3. The 2 Mercedes drivers are right behind the Ferrari. I'm thinking it's Charles Leclerc. He's in first place, and I think he just passed one of the Mercedes. Because he's on the mediums just like Lewis, so...
Gap to teammate ahead is 13.6 seconds. They're on old hards. They're in 5th.
That's
The
more
time
like it.
last lap was a 1:40.8.
1:40.8, so I took what, 2.5 seconds out of him? I don't think I'm going to have enough laps. I'll be pretty close to him by the end of the race, but... if the guys in front of me can catch up to him, then maybe. Catch up nicely to the back of Perez here.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
Yeah, I'm doing that already, man. Personal best, maybe? Yes, it is. 1:37.5. Teammate.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Oh, come on, man. Teammate.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Seriously. Guess I have to do it the old-fashioned way.
We're trailing our teammate by 9.6 seconds. They're on old hards. They're in 5th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 40.8.
Did I take 4 seconds out of him the previous lap? It was 13 the previous lap, now it's 9. That's encouraging. Got to the back of these guys now. Might be held up behind these guys. Get past these guys real quick if I want to challenge my teammate. What's the back end a bit?
They're speeding up again, so I expect they've fixed whatever the problem was.
Damn, that's annoying. I'm sure he was talking about Gasly there. My possibility of catching my teammate has just disappeared.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
3 laps of fuel. I think that's a Toro Rosso passing a Renault. Look how far back I was. Still tried to overtake the Force India though. Force India hit me again. Gonna have the inside line on him. There we go, 8th place is mine. I'm gonna get at least 6th. Right behind Hulkenberg. Yellow flag for some reason. Lando Norris is out, unlucky for him. Just gonna stay on the racing line. Oh, lock up from someone. I think that was a Renault. Locked up. Still haven't used any flashbacks yet. DRS. Could be the first time I'm actually using DRS to pass someone.
Is 7.5 seconds.
Might be able to get Hulkenberg here. Got him. But once again, oh, actually no, I pulled away nicely. Good. Just the penultimate lap.
Caution, caution.
Okay, so my strategy kinda worked.
Green flag.
I've been able to push throughout the entire final stint, whereas in the if I went for the one stop, I would have had to try to preserve the tyres a bit. Granted, I am behind my teammate, which is my main goal not to do, but
Okay, gap ahead is 7.1 seconds.
to be honest, I much prefer pushing all the way rather than having to preserve tyres, to be honest. Put away nicely from the guys behind. The teammates fixed the issues he had.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Not much opportunity for me to catch him. It was 20 seconds when I pitted, and now it's in single digits, the gap, so I was able to close the gap quite significantly.
This is your final lap of the race.
I do believe though, if my teammate, sorry, was still having the issues, I think I would have caught up to him by now. It looks like Lewis, I'm guessing it's Lewis considering he's on the mediums, I'm guessing Lewis is now in the lead. He's able to catch and pass Leclerc. Unless Leclerc's got an issue. very action-packed race. Don't think I'll need to do many edits, to be honest. I'm guessing the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc is second. Bottas third, Vettel fourth. A teammate fifth. And I come home in sixth place.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, tyre management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. That lead at the top of the table has shrunk somewhat today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
For me, it's Kimi Räikkönen, someone who definitely doesn't get enough attention for how well he performs out on the track.
Let's move on to the Constructors. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Kind of surprised that it wasn't Leclerc in second place. It was Vettel. Well done to him, who I think was on the hards, whereas his teammate was on the mediums. So I'm not too sure what happened to Leclerc. I think maybe he might have had an issue, but just ahead of my teammate in the driver's standings. 3 points separating us. Definitely would like to get some better results in the upcoming race. Spain might be an opportunity. I know Monaco definitely is. I'll be aiming to get on the podium, maybe even winning that one. But Constructors, sizable gap between us and Mercedes, and sizable gap obviously going the reverse way between us and Racing Point. But that's the end of this video. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched. Really appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links will, as usual, are in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you all have a great day. Laters.